And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She.
That chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. All 2022. Bangers, just for you. Quickly, church announcements. Raleigh, you're up this week, and let me tell you what. North Carolina.
Single raise up.
You guys are buying these tickets, and it feels good to be in a city that appreciates my comedy.
Hey.
I mean, that Saturday early show is sold out. There's less than like 100 to 4 of the 5 shows. Having a Saturday sold out the week before the show is just great. And this seats 500.
Come on, Kev.
That's a big old 500.
They playing on the air.
They better let them know what y'all do in North Carolina.
Come on and raise up.
I just learned how to cut myself out of a video and posted it today.
You're about to be
It'll be yesterday by the time it's coming out.
insufferable.
Oh, my powers will be limitless.
To
now.
cut
His
yourself
powers
out,
too.
Like
not
remove
just
the
powers.
background of myself so I can splice myself into multiple videos.
You know how there's a cutout feature for video?
Yeah. I just
pull your-
figured, I just
you
found
just
the
did
app
it.
that had it.
Oh.
Like usually you have to do green screen and plate shot and all that stuff. Now you just click the video and remove background, kind of like on Canva. So just get ready for more of me. You just thought one of me was enough in the video. You're wrong.
Oh, you get
More.
multiple.
West Nyack, you're up after that. I actually had no idea where West Nyack, New York was. Wow. It's about 30, 40 minutes north of the Bronx. So if you're in the upper boroughs of New York City, the upper boroughs, and you don't want to go down to Manhattan, people were like, yeah, that's 30 minutes from me. Well, you know what? It's a 6-hour flight and 3,000 miles from me.
That's good. Some good mileage.
Okay, so it's a little bit further away. I'm coming as close to you as I can, guys. Stanford, Connecticut. Pull up, and then I'm off for the rest of the year. All right, let's jump into
church announcements
You right,
over here.
Mama likes. And also, let's welcome back our good friend, Angel.
Hey,
Lakita Moore Tasty, the
bang, bang,
actress,
bang, bang,
the
bang,
adding
bang,
to her
bang.
IMDb. She booked 2 big shows this year. A black, we can talk about it?
In a way,
A black lady
so many shows.
sketch show and Churchy, recurring.
Recurring on
On Churchy, no audition. She's off her only over when Kevin on stage is looking at. Angel, are you available? Okay, go ahead.
Hey, shoot this real quick. That's what we get over here.
Yeah.
Magic Angel. Mama Likes boxes are still available. I have the banana pudding purse on my desk. Next time I'll make sure I bring the sweet potato purse. Also, I want to say a happy Deltaversary to all my sorors who crossed with me. That would be Mu Epsilon Fall 02 in Lexington. Let me follow 2. We are turning 20 years in Delta.
Como 20.
As of today.
Deltas.
I love it. Yes.
I was going to do the thing, but then I knew I was going to get in trouble by the
Yeah,
blacks.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So I
Those are
just
my
did
church
the-
announcements.
Angel, when I tell you, Josh, I was losing my mind looking at the screen like there's something big in yellow, like some art or something, or my eyes are blinking. It's
the purse.
It's Angel's purse.
It's my big old purse.
Is
Yes.
that a Telfair?
No, that's their
Mama
Mama likes.
Mama like make purses?
Do you see? Look at that.
Oh,
You
wow.
see the emboss. What's that called?
Yeah. Emboss.
Emboss.
The M-
Emboss.
You see that?
I didn't see it, Angel.
Yes,
You-
with the gold tab. So if
Ain't
you
that,
just
that's
said that-
banana pudding?
This is banana pudding.
That banana pudding?
You thought it was Telfar. But it ain't. It
Dion
is.
Sanders left banana pudding for avocado toast.
I ain't mad at him. I'm
When
gonna be
he
honest.
Get the bag, man.
Dion Sanders is under fire. There's camps are divided. And I want to make
As
sure I
there should
explain this the way like I did the Lizzo thing so they don't try to chop it up.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna chop it. And
It's
send
going to
it
get
to him.
chopped.
Dion Sanders
Kevin doesn't
last
like him.
week,
Is under fire.
he under fire. He left Jackson State University,
Yeah.
which is a historically black college or university, HBCU,
Yes, he did.
for the head coaching job at the University of Colorado. This is what's called a Power 5 conference. That's the big schools. Your huge PWIs.
Yeah.
Right? Colorado is in the Pac-12. Pac-12.
Yes.
Yeah. Pac-12 is one of the big conferences in the United States. NCAA college football. If he does well at Colorado, he will likely play for the national championship. If he went undefeated at Colorado, he have a chance. if he went undefeated at Jackson State, they're not in the same division.
Right.
Jackson State can never win the
NCAA.
FCS because they're not in the same division.
Got it.
So why is he under fire? I'll explain it quickly, and then I want to hear Angel's thoughts and Josh's thoughts. He is under fire mainly because, in my opinion, when Dion came to Jackson State, part of his recruiting pitch was a couple things. God sent me here, right? That's one of the things he said.
Amen.
But the other thing that he said, and this is what's drawn the most criticism.
What?
Y'all got to start coming to HBCUs. We got to build them up. Y'all don't go to them PWIs. We gonna make this place lit. Give me my theme music. HBCU band would play, okay? He was saying nigga all in the locker room. He was trying to recruit people to turn their backs. Some kids, Travis Hunter, who was top recruited by Power 5 conferences, SEC, Bama, Tennessee, the likes of the big boys.
Would have threw him a bag now.
Yeah.
Because they can.
He didn't go. He said, I'm going to go to Jackson State. Remember, we talked about this. We was like, look, Mikey Williams at the time, basketball player, was thinking about going to HBCU, he was thinking about going to Howard. Turns out he just signed to Memphis. I did not know that. This Dion thing came out. And somebody was like, remember Mikey Williams? Yeah, he signed to Memphis. I was like,
Kind of lost some steam there.
And we talked about this here. We said, man, now look, if Dion stays, they can be big. Right? If he sticks to his, you know what I'm saying, come here, turn away from the wicked whites, then stay here, we could build it. And he took that money. he got $5 million.
3 years.
He was there for 3 years. They are currently undefeated, undefeated season. They got the championship, I believe, this Saturday. They lost the championship last time, I believe, to South Carolina State. Championship this season, chance to go undefeated. A lot of times when coaches leave their job, they don't even coach the championship game. I was surprised he actually came back, but he said he got to finish what he started. He moved to Colorado. People were like, you going to go from a 12-0 team to a 1-11 team? Well, usually they don't fire the coach who went 12-0 at the other school. Right. If Colorado was winning, they would not be looking for a coach. Usually the coaches are at programs that struggled traditionally.
Currently, Georgia's not looking for a new head coach.
Georgia, Kirby Smart gonna be okay. Usually if you're winning, they continue to keep you unless you're under fire for something else. So that's why he's under fire. And there's basically two camps. He should have stayed at the HBCU and made it, and he's a sellout. I mean, he should have took the job. Yeah. Angel, your thoughts?
I don't know all of his rhetoric before, and in the articles, I didn't see him say, don't go to the PWIs. What I did see in the article, so I could have missed something, was that we need to start coming to HBCUs. We need to start building up these black men. And he did. He came to an HBCU. And I know a lot of people are like, okay, who cares that he brought more attention to Jackson State? He should have stayed there longer. It's this man's career. Like I really don't understand how it's not seen that he didn't help make the program better. Now I could be wrong. Now listen, I don't watch football like that, but I was not even hearing the name Jackson State in the conversation of college football at all.
No.
Prior to Deion Sanders
Absolutely
there.
Not.
So the fact that they're even in the conversation and that people are paying attention to them, in my opinion, is a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing. Jackson State was on college football game day. ESPN took, and they usually only go to Georgia versus Bama, USC, like the biggest games. They went to a Jackson State
and they
game.
pay for that.
Yeah. Jackson State was on TV more and all that stuff. Here's what I think, right?
Yeah.
This is more nuanced because it's HBCU. College coaches do this all the time. They sell you a dream in the back of their mind. Unless they're at the top school making the most money, they're always trying to move up. College coaches sell you what they can sell you, right? Nick Saban can sell you, we got these boosters with money. You're going to get the Charger. You're going to get the Charger. The chance of you going to the NFL is very high if you come here. Minimum, you're going to get cashed out. Now they got the NIL deals. You come to Alabama, you're going to have a chance to play for SEC championships. You have a chance to play for national championships. You're going to have a chance to go to the NFL. We put this many kids in the NFL, and you're going to have a Charger.
Yeah.
Okay? Dion can't sell that. He can't sell you a chance to play for a national championship.
Absolutely
He
not.
probably didn't have enough money to give them kids. Marcus? Yeah. Probably have enough money to give them kids Chargers. So what do? When you're black, Kev on State Studios. I can't promise you Stranger Things.
You can't even promise us a paycheck.
I can't promise you that. What y'all got to do is leave the white
You promise
Netflix,
a paycheck on time as
the
well.
white devil. She's talking about you.
Sometimes early.
You know, Josh gets paid for she's talking about for Kevin State Studio.
I'm talking about the streaming
Oh,
services.
no,
there.
the people that are
Yeah, I'm talking about the viewers, not the not the maker. Y'all get nothing, but y'all help your boy.
Board members are asterisks.
Yeah, Kevin State Studios. I can't promise you Netflix level quality. I can't promise you that you can binge it. Nigga, I wish I would binge Churchy when the episode 8 being finalized as we speak.
Absolutely no.
Y'all gonna get this Saturday by Saturday. So what I can tell y'all is you helping creators. We making content for you. You know, you in mind. It's for the culture because I can't get it on the bus.
Listen, this is what I know, and this is what I need everybody to understand. If I were to relate Deion Sanders to my good friend Kev on stage, if Kevin Aloysius Fredericks were to land the lead of an HBO show and they paying that lead type of money, that like $80,000 per episode, and it's a 20 episode show.
Jesus.
There are certain things you're not gonna see Kev on stage doing. Yeah, okay? Yeah. As much as I'd be like, but here's the thing. If Kevin had to be over in New Zealand making $4 million to do some show, go over there to them white people and do the goddamn show, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. And how the fact of the matter is that regardless, I feel like the impact Dion had at that school is not something that leaves just because he left.
Yeah.
And the same thing, if something big were to happen with you or Melissa, and you all had to not just be able to do black content that you own, but were given the opportunity to be paid more by someone else.
Yeah.
If y'all had to go do that and not be as present in the content that people have loved you all for, the impact that you all have made does not end just because you had to go somewhere else. And that's how I honestly feel about it. But I know for some people, they're like, no, he needed to be there for 10 years. He needed to stay.
God told him he was supposed to be there, Angel, and he left in 3 years.
God did.
So did God tell him or no? Or did God tell him, take this job, okay, now leave and take that Colorado job?
God put a contract in front of him.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was surprised because I was like, Dion, I thought you was building up the JSU. And
He did everything he could. He brought inspiration to the classroom. He brought Brittany Renner.
Yes, he did.
You know, she was a scholarship soccer athlete at Jackson State.
Yeah, he did nothing but bring an alum through to inspire the youth, innit?
Absolutely. I just don't understand. I get that people might have had hopes that he would have stayed. I don't get why people thought that I don't get why people are upset that he didn't.
Because, Angel, he left them kids high and dry.
They're not high and dry. They're in college.
No, Angel, they wanted to come and play for Dion, his own son. This is true. His older son, Shiloh Sanders, was playing at, I believe, South Carolina, used his one-time transfer exemption to transfer to Jackson State.
You can only transfer once?
You can only transfer one. The transfer portal, you can transfer as many times as you want, but you have to sit out a year. Back in the day, you had to sit out a year regardless because they didn't want people to transfer.
You don't want to go to Colorado?
If he wants to go, he has to wait another year now.
But did these kids play with Dion? Did they get to play with him?
Yes.
Some of them did.
Okay, then they got what they wanted.
No, Angel, they were supposed to be there all 4 years. He was supposed to stay. Here's what I say. The kids leave him. You going to go graduate? You going to leave me? You going to go to the NFL?
Absolutely. They ain't staying. They are not staying. They're going to say goodbye. Well, I'll say hello fresh. Amen. You know, you can get some amazing meals with HelloFresh, which is America's #1 meal kit. You know what we cooking up in the Tanksley household all the time. HelloFresh has got me hooked on quesadillas, okay? Because
quesadillas?
Yes.
I love them quesadillas. That's what you made at your house when we ate there.
I made y'all some Southwest shrimp quesadillas.
Yeah, we did, and I ate them.
Because they're delicious, because we're on the pescatarian plan. plan, because I don't know if y'all know this. They have different plans, and you can switch and swap and do whatever you need to. But they have veggie, they have family friendly, they have wholesome, and they have it's fit and wholesome, sorry. So it's the most festive time of the year, and HelloFresh is here to make the most of every moment. From holiday hosting to dinners during busy weeknights, you can count on HelloFresh to deliver fresh ingredients and seasonal recipes. 'Tis the season for saving money wherever you can. HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout, so you can use savings for holiday gifts or treat yourself. What I really do love about HelloFresh is that I'm no longer throwing out produce. Before, when I used to just
we'd be buying that box of spinach.
Oh, and it'd be
that spinach ain't never get open.
It'd be so wet by the time I remember that I had it. I don't have to worry about that anymore because HelloFresh, because everything is pre-portioned. I am going to use up all the ingredients that are in the bag for the meal, so I don't have to feel guilty because I'm no longer throwing out good food that then went bad because I done forgot to cook it. And they have great meals. Like I said, we use them and cook them for our family. The kids love them. We fixed this one ravioli. It was like a lemon zest ravioli. Now, that's one thing about HelloFresh. You're going to be zesting some lemons, feeling real bougie, okay? Cooking your meal. Green Chef. You do. You be like, I'm just going to zest some lemon on top of this. Green Chef and Every Plate is now owned by HelloFresh, and with a wider array of meal plans to choose from, there is something for everyone. I love being able to switch between brands, and now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount on us. Go to HelloFresh.com/SK18.
SK18.
And use code SK18.
SK18.
For 18 free meals plus free shipping. Go to HelloFresh.com/SK18.
SK18.
And use code SK18.
SK18.
For 18 free meals plus free shipping. It's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
I feel like this. If Dion didn't say God sent him
But God did.
I know, but if he just kept that part to himself. And if he just was like, if he just knew God did it but didn't say it, and if he didn't be like, man, forget them PWIs, we gonna build it here, then he probably takes less flack. He probably gonna take flack for anytime a coach.
He never said he didn't like PWIs.
That's what I'm saying. Did he literally say stop going to these PWIs?
Nah, he was absolutely pitching like that. Mm-hmm. Dion was absolutely like, nah, y'all, for the culture, we got to come together. Brothers, understand? He was absolutely pitching that. And because Dion is such a big personality, it was working. I wanted to go play at JSU. I wanted to get a hoodie. I looked into it, and then I just didn't check out. I forgot. I'm going to do it now, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a facility.
On record.
So actually, I'm not going to do it now. I don't want them to be like, I ain't seen you wear the JSU hoodie. Two things can be true. You could have believed it when you said it, and you could have believed that you got to go to Colorado when you got to go too. He could be, every time a coach leaves like this, they're critical. Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma, Power 5 for USC, another Power 5, took the quarterback with him, took some of the other players with him, took some of the coaches. People in Oklahoma hate Lincoln Riley. They go ham, boo him. I mean, message boards, Twitter, nobody cares. Like in the grand scheme of things, because coaches do this
all the time.
They always sell you a dream, and then he got recruited. Colorado was like, we see what you're doing with the little, you know what I'm saying?
5?
Huh?
What did he get offered?
5.
For how long?
5 years, I believe.
Would you leave us for 5? Yes.
4.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't listen. Let me tell y'all. Single me out, Josh. Everything I said about Hollywood, about me not wanting to be a part of it, was all out of because they didn't pick me. The truth of the matter is I want so badly to be included in Hollywood. I auditioned yesterday. I said cusses.
What you audition for?
I auditioned for
Hollywood changed you, Kev.
They did. If I book this role, I'm gonna be cussing. I'm coming. Just
you
like
so
the
excited. You so excited.
Me and Alyssa was practicing the audition. She was like, "You gonna say it?" I was like,
"You got to."
Oh, and it felt like warm butter going off the tongue. So just know, guys, I'm not gonna ever stop doing what I'm doing here, Kev on Stage Studios. I'm always gonna be making stuff. But if them Marvel people come, Marvel will pay you to get healthy. They did it for Kamal, the Indian gentleman. They paid him the money to be in the movie, bought a nutritionist for him and a trainer. Yeah. They gave the man the tools for abs.
Is that what you're going to ask for in the writer?
Yes.
Wow.
But give me the millions first. Don't worry about the help.
They're like, it's gonna cut into the million by 30%. You know what? I'm just gonna take the body.
No.
Kevin, I wouldn't even promise to be here because sometimes they pay you not to.
Not to be here?
Yes.
For here's the thing.
For anything outside
Close
of...
down Kevin State Studios, the app?
No, the app can go because the app can exist. I mean, it's hard to exist.
What if they tell me you got to turn it off? But we're going to... Listen, let me tell y'all
that
what.
app, you would be like a light switch.
Quick. Cristiano Ronaldo money.
Yes.
Cristiano Ronaldo getting $200 million a season to play for a Saudi Arabian soccer team. A season, Angel. But I want to play this for you. This is a clip. I was watching a lot of Deion Sanders stuff. This is Deion's first his first meeting with the Colorado kids. Let me see what. Let me tell you what he told them kids.
I got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. Okay. And when I get here, it's going to be changed. So I want y'all to get ready to go ahead and jump in that portal and do whatever you're going to get. Because the more you jump in, the more room you make. Now, I'm through with mine. Let's get to yours. I'm here on the spot for any questions. Yeah, quarterback is coming. Yeah, about 10 more I'm coming. And they dogs. And they gonna hunt and they gonna eat. Anything else? This is your opportunity.
He went to Colorado and told them kids, hey, y'all went 1-11. Do yourselves a favor. Y'all go ahead and get in the transfer portal now. Because I'm bringing my kids with me. Quarterback here. Whoever played quarterback, you don't play quarterback no more. I'm bringing my luggage with me, and it's Louis. I got some dog, 10, 11 coming with me. Only 22 people be playing on the field. Half of y'all
ain't playing no more.
And listen, if you was playing for Colorado and y'all went 1-11,
No, you're not.
who gonna want you?
Right.
Because Dion bringing them kids. Travis Hunter, he's on the way. Shador Sanders, he on the way.
That's his son.
Yeah, that's his son, Shador. I don't know about Shiloh. No. But can you imagine being like, oh, snap, we getting Deion Sanders as our coach? In his first meeting, he's like, if y'all want to go ahead and jump in the transfer portal now, go ahead.
Get in there.
Listen, guys,
Y'all need
the
to
biggest blessing of the NC2A was the transfer portal waiver.
Man.
I would
Get in there.
exercise that right to use it
My
now.
God.
In fact, start using it now because it's a long way to the next season. You've got the best options to
Get
do
your
so.
butt. Listen, let me be clear. The money Dion was getting, I think $300K to $500K from Jackson State per year. He getting 4.5 per year from Colorado.
Yeah, that's a jump.
Now, here's a criticism of him I hadn't thought of. But Monty Jones said this. He said Dion wanted to be a head coach, and no Power 5 school was going to make him a head coach without being an assistant coach first. So what he did, his criticism is, what he did was he went to an HBCU, which would make him a head coach first.
He's expedited the process.
And he cut in line, essentially, build up Jackson State 3 years straight to a Power 5 job. It'd be taking people 10 years or so. If you've never been nobody, it'd take you 10, 12 years to get a head.
He was in the NFL. That is like being like, well, you know, Michael Jordan cutting line in baseball. See, most people, they got to go to college first. Yes, he cut in line.
Let me tell you what.
There shouldn't be a line. What?
Fair is a place for funnel cakes and pigs. That's the thing. Like, we as people, we want things to be fair and equitable. And the truth of the matter is, it is not. People are, by design, human beings are selfish. You have to work to not be selfish. Dion is prime time, baby.
But the thing is that I'm sorry. I'm confused on if people don't think he paid his dues. He played college football. He played professional football. Played it well enough that he became a superstar in the field. You want him to pay some more dues? I think not. If he did it, the folk that didn't do that, they're the ones that have to take the longer path. I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah.
You stand back up. But now I think about it. It was his son is going to be the QB at Colorado. Was he the QB at Jackson State?
Absolutely.
I mean,
He said he start, but he has to earn it. Well, he's already started.
now that adds a whole nother element because I know you and your children, you love the idea of nepotism. You would leave everything and torch it. Like, at least he's not burning down JSU as he leaves. Because you would be like, I'll burn it down too.
Well, if he's taking all the good kids, they'll
be able to get some more.
Somebody in the comments said this is Corey and Churchy.
Yes.
You got to find out how it is. But listen, I think like I said.
Is he Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are we talking about?
It's because Dion he sold that dream. He sold them kids that dream about blackness and culture. And when that money came talking.
All that is still true, though. That's the part that I'm confused, is that people think that it's still not true. There are coaches that will never coach at a HBCU.
Yeah.
Let alone bring attention that he did.
He actually did that. Like, the people talking. Well, no, I'm not going to say all because I don't know all the people. There are coaches at HBCUs that probably have been recruited, not probably to the intensity of Dion, but there are probably black coaches. I think in one of the articles I read, there was a black coach at a HBCU who has chosen not to leave the HBCU instead of going to a PWI. That's his own personal choice.
Yeah.
It doesn't make him more honorable. Dion got paid to do a job.
Yeah.
He did the job. I think people think that we're supposed to be doing favors.
Dion sold them people black culture and he left. I don't know how long. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if he could have gotten any recruits without that. I don't know how long would have been enough. It's the internet. It's the world. He could have stayed for 10 years. It would have been too long. His Dion's thing was when you're a head coach, which is true, you're either elevated or terminated. Right, so Jackson State is 12-0 this season, then maybe the 9-3 next season, and then 6-6 the following season, then 2 or 3 seasons at 3-7. He's fired, and there's no Colorado job.
There's no $5 million job.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
And Dion has bread. Don't get me wrong. He donated, I think, half of his money back to Jackson State, and apparently he got them a new facilities, money, all type of stuff.
I want everybody to shut the hell up. Then
he did do a lot of stuff. And also, somebody in the comments said this, and I'm glad you reminded me. They kept breaking into his office and stealing his watches, phone, clothes.
No.
He probably was like, all right, I'm gonna get up out of here. And the thing is, too, you could mean it when you mean it and change your mind.
And it's been a few years. It wasn't just like
3 years.
Oh, half a season. You know what? I'm gonna just take a bag somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is coming from a person who I am loyal to a fault. So I am trying to become more of a Dion. Yes, because I'll be like, well, the ship is going down, but I said I'd be here, and I'm just going to die on the ship. He went out while he was on top. The school got a lot of attention, more attention than it's ever had, more than likely, when it concerns college football. He got athletes seriously thinking about whether or not they chose or not, thinking about taking their talents to HBCUs, which a lot of times the biggest and brightest athletes, they go to these white schools. So the fact that he even put in their mind to consider HBCUs, I feel like he still did more good than harm. And if that's the case, then I don't understand why people are in uproar.
They broke into his son's car too?
They broke into his office, I believe, once. I think there's been multiple times of stuff being stolen. I think from either him or his son, making up the multiple times. But he said it in an interview. I was engulfed in this the last couple of days. He's like, they broke into my office and stole my stuff. He said again, so I don't know if it was his office or something, but he made it seem like something got stolen again. Listen, I personally would have loved to see what he could have done if he stayed at Jackson State. I'm not gonna tell the man what to do with his job and all that stuff. I personally would be like, dang, Dion, like I was all in.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm not Deion Sanders.
Like 10 years would have been interesting because that's like a fair amount of time to where you could transform something if you were actively 110% in every single year for 10 years.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if Dion was there for 10 years and they went 12-0 and won the championship every single year, they're never going to compete for the national championship. They're not even in the same division as the FBS, football bowl, or FCS. I don't know. They changed it. But the teams that can compete, the big school, Jackson State could win the next 100 games.
And they ain't going to be able to.
And they would never get to play Alabama or Georgia for the national title. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just would never happen. So
Tanya said, until you've experienced an HBCU, hush.
Hilarious.
we didn't go.
I didn't go.
I went to a PWI. Josh ain't even black.
Listen, I don't know if y'all
I
knew.
You could have went to an HBCU.
I actually applied.
Yeah. White people, anybody can
Oh,
go.
man, white folk be up in there.
White folks be up in there.
I'm gonna get a master's at Howard.
Go to Howard, Joshy.
I really do want to get my doctorate at HBCU.
Let's do it together, Angel.
And then they
Let's do
can't
it.
say that you didn't do that.
I don't have a master's.
No,
yet, so
I tried. No, we'll just go to graduate program. It's fine. It's
Okay,
good.
okay.
I actually tried to go to HBCU. They slow on their paperwork. You know
Were
who
they?
ain't? University of Kentucky.
There was no HBCUs in Washington, and I didn't have out-of-state money. And if Melissa would have went to Howard, it's really Melissa's fault. Wherever she would have went, I would have went. She went to Spelman, I would have went to Clark or
Kentucky
Morehouse.
State tried
Actually,
to
I
get
would've
me
went to
there. TSU sent me a bill and didn't even tell me that I was admitted or
Sent you a
anything.
bill?
Yes.
Wait, they got
A bill
scholarships?
before an acceptance letter?
Yes, it's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
How?
I don't know. And I was like, well, this is
find
not
out.
for me. If y'all can't get y'all.
Hold on, for real, Angel.
I'm serious.
TSU sent you a bill and not an acceptance letter?
Correct.
What was the bill for? What did it say?
I can't remember, but I was like, how do I owe you all any
Hey,
money?
did you apply?
Yes.
There was like 700.
I was like, I wanted to go to an HBCU. UK was like, this is what we're going to offer you. We're going to offer you a full ride. We're going to offer you room and board. And we're going to offer you money on top of that. And I was like, well, guys, you all sent me a bill.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I can make this work because y'all haven't even talked to me and I didn't send y'all all this stuff.
They didn't have no HBCUs in Washington. They don't really go past Texas, really. I don't think they're in Arizona.
Oklahoma, I think, is the furthest.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma is the furthest. But yeah, so Tennessee State I was looking at Tennessee State. FAMU is where I really did want to go, but you know, UK got me.
Yeah, UW got me.
Yeah.
And I listen again. I just was tired of moving. I was a military kid. It was moving every 3 years. I was just tired. So because we didn't say HB, we didn't go. We had to hush. We can't say nothing. We can't swag. Sir, we not black. We can't say no
I'm
word.
gonna say everything I want to say.
Tahir went to HBCU,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know about sports, so he don't.
It don't even matter. I'm gonna say whatever the heck I want to say. HBCU or nah.
I'm black.
That's all that's needed.
I'm
I done
black.
been on a HBCU campus and
I'm
touched it.
historically black. Been black for 40 years. Historically black to me.
Historically black.
Josh, do a semester at HBCU. He gonna have that man bun in. He gonna be shivering.
Oh, there's no way his hair is gonna stay short.
Listen, they got a Master of Fine Arts program at Howard.
There you go, Josh.
That's one of the
Come
few.
on.
That's one of the few.
DC is a great city, Josh. Chocolate City. You be doing what's the DC music called? Go Go?
Yeah,
Go.
go.
Josh.
That'd
Go
be
down
hilarious.
there.
Listen, if my son goes to Howard, my eldest, I will apply to get my doctorate there. I don't know what I'm gonna get it in, but
I'll fly
I'ma
back
get
for
it.
the pod.
yeah,
Fly back
listen. Yeah, yes. But yeah, no, I get being tired of moving and just wanting to be where you at. But what I'm not tired of moving is my poop. Does your probiotic contain clinically studied strains? Meet one that does. Ritual Symbiotic Plus contains 2 of the world's most studied strains with over 350 publications of human clinical trials. I don't know if you all understand how important gut health is.
Boy,
okay?
big important.
Gut health is connected to everything, dealing with your health in its entirety. So making sure that you're feeding your colon and your gut some of the best things is where Ritual has it locked down. Okay, they are the number one. And what I like about it is that it's a delayed release. So the capsule is getting to where it needs to get to my colon before it releases its postbiotic, prebiotic, and probiotic. So what comes with the components so clearly Ritual? What makes the components so clearly Ritual? They're science-backed and research-stacked, especially when stacked up against its leading direct-to-consumer and top-selling probiotics on the market. More than just a probiotic, as I was saying before, it's a 3-in-1 with clinically studied prebiotics, probiotics, and a postbiotic to support a balanced gut microbiome. Single nestled minty capsule, 1 daily capsule for simple, streamlined gut health and designed to thrive. Delayed release capsule designed to help reach the colon, not the stomach. An ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. No refrigeration needed, and designed with moisture controlled bottle technology to protect probiotic strains. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate, not hide your insides. There's no more shame in your gut game. That's why Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during their first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew with a case.
Crew with a K.
To start Ritual. Or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. And we got one more. Have you all heard of Next Evo? No. Listen, y'all. The holidays are stressful.
Ain't they?
It is like there's a lot of holiday travel. You got holiday shopping. And don't forget, if you're dealing with like mourning or anything like that, it is just a lot on the plate, okay? The holidays aren't all sleigh bells and mistletoes. There's just so many things, and you want to try to find a way to like release that stress. Well, give yourself the ultimate gift of stress-free holiday with Next Evo Naturals fast-absorbing CBD products. Next Evo is now a staple in our home. Me and my husband both really do love Next Evo. They have these CBD complex gummies that are clinically proven to have 4 times better absorption than the standard CBD, and no other CBD brand can promise that. We actually usually take them at night to help us get some really good sleep, especially my husband. He has a hard time falling asleep sometimes. He pops them gummies, and I'm telling you, he is snoring within minutes. So get smarter with CBD from Next Evo Naturals and get up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more at nextevo.com/podcast.
Podcast.
With promo code SK.
SK.
There it is.
That's Next, spelled NEXT, Evo, EVO.com/podcast.
Podcast.
Promo code SK.
SK.
And they also want me to talk about, just FYI, because there's 2 little call to actions in this, so we'll keep talking. Is that Next Evo Smart Absorb technology offers CBD to your system in as little as 10 minutes, unlike other CBD brands. It helps fight all the holiday stress, as I said before, and they feature things like ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha?
Yes, and I do actually really love ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha?
Clinically proven to reduce stress by 70%. Next Evo is the only brand to combine a patented natural whole plant ashwagandha that is 8 times more powerful than regular ashwagandha in their 100% U.S. hemp-derived Smart Sorb CBD.
CBD?
So one more time, get smarter CBD from Next Evo Naturals and get up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more at nextevo.com/podcast, promo code SK.
SK.
Again, that is nextevo.com/podcast, promo code SK.
SK. All right. So we missed this in the last episode, but so there's been a development. Scott Feinberg is a Hollywood Reporter writer. Okay. He came under fire from the black community because he wrote an article about actors whose Oscar hopefuls is going to be marred by baggage, right? Letitia Wright, what he was talking about with her was that, dang, I didn't realize he deleted stuff about a little over a week ago. Letitia Wright was saying that the reason she was included in his article is because of her vaccination stuff. Remember that? She said she wasn't getting vaccinated, and then later on she apologized for it. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know she apologized either until I read the article.
Yeah, I missed it, but you know how the internet be.
They're like, no, we ain't going redemption. No.
You never even get the apology. You get the attack, but not the apology. Apparently
Absolutely
she
not.
apologized for saying she wouldn't get vaccinated, her thoughts on it, stuff she shared, deleted her Twitter, got up out of there.
She needed to.
Yeah, she needed to. Listen, let me tell you what else happens. If I book a big thing, that Twitter gone.
Good.
Most celebrities don't have Twitter because it is hell over there. And people just come at you all day. So I'm going to tell you, if you follow me on Twitter, let me book that show we was talking about when I leave this show. Mm-hmm. First thing I'm doing, go ahead and never checking those mentions ever again.
As you should not.
So let me tell you what Scott, in the same article where he was like, Letitia Wright's baggage is her vaccination. Let me tell you the rest of the stuff he said. Long before this trio's travails, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Other Oscar hopefuls brought personal baggage with them on awards campaign trail too. Filmmakers like Roman Polanski and Woody Allen were accused of sexual impropriety. Polanski pleaded guilty to statutory rape of a 13-year-old and then fled the country while waiting his sentencing in 1978. Allen was accused of child molestation by his adoptive daughter in 1992, but was never prosecuted, and both subsequently won Oscars. The former Best Director for The Pianist in 2003, and the latter won Best Original Screenplay for Midnight in Paris 2012. More recently, Mel Gibson, who went on an anti-Semitic rant during a 2006 DUI arrest, was accused by his partner of domestic abuse in 2010, ultimately pleading no contest. A misdemeanor battery charge was nominated for directing Hacksaw Ridge in 2017. Letitia Wright was like, first of all, why are you including me, who said some stuff about vaccines and apologize, with people like Woody Allen and Roman Polanski, who were accused of sexual assault, rape, molestation?
Wait a minute. Did you just read an excerpt that had her name in it?
No, that was she was earlier in the article.
Okay, that's why.
And then he added these people basically in the paragraph. I was trying to find the article, and that's when I found out that he deleted his Twitter account.
When I was looking at it when you had put it in the docket, I was like, I don't see where her name is. I'm confused.
Her part of the article was like, Letitia Wright, this is her baggage. Then the next paragraph, that's what was listed.
Got it.
So she only posted this part, like, why are you putting me? And I'm trying to find the article. That's when I found out his account
Twitter
was gone.
gone.
Yeah, Twitter up out of there. And the Hollywood Reporter said they weren't gonna delete the article because then basically people would delete. They'll be like, people would request that stuff about them be deleted. Yeah. Here's what is true. For black people. That's unfortunate. And I'm not saying we never do anything wrong. But what I am saying, and this is 1,000% true, when we do things wrong, right, the scale is much less and the penalties are much harsher for us, men and women. Letitia's statement, it's not a criminal statement, right?
Right.
These people, rape, sexual assault, and you talking about vaccines? We ain't vaccines.
Listen.
Why are you even talking about her now? This is the same dude. This same week. I'm not even joking to you, Angel.
He just
this same week. You know what he tweeted? Okay. Variety tweeted an article that said the Harvey Weinstein investigation drama, she said, had one of the worst debuts in history for a major studio release, but has a lot of company when it comes to well-reviewed movies that blah, blah, blah. Basically, it tanked. You know what Scott Feinberg retweeted that and said? You know who would have handled the rollout of this movie very differently were he not featured in it and incarcerated? Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
So the same moment you're including something she said, you're making what could only be considered the world's worst joke.
Yeah.
Because he later apologized, was like, I'm sorry, I made a joke at a poor time and I apologize. How you fix your mouth? This is what his apology was. Early tonight, I tweeted what was intended to be a joke that Harvey Weinstein would have known how to distribute, she said, during Oscar season. But it was stupid, not funny, and in poor taste. I unequivocally apologize and will do better moving forward. From the moment he included Letitia Wright in that article and that tweet, black people were going at him. Actually, even more than black people. People were going at him incessantly to the point where he was just like, I gotta go. Because you can't just go on retweeting articles. He tried to do the classic when people get in trouble, they retweet a whole bunch of other stuff and be like, oh, where's your tweet to reply to? It didn't matter what he did. Every day, all day.
They were like, come on, Playboy.
Apologize to Letitia right now.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to write another article. I never heard of this person. And I
I definitely never heard of him. He jumped out there. Really, it's crazy. You know, the fact especially that he wrote an article that had to do with all these people's wrongdoings, right? And calling these people out, pulling them to the carpet, I guess. And then decides on the flip side, I'm going to make light of the same type of thing that I just wrote an article about. That is the part that blows my mind. You wrote a whole article and then was like, but you know what? Get that white man out of jail and this movie gonna do good.
And you didn't even think, your mind didn't compute. Maybe I shouldn't say this based on the things I've already said. Maybe I should leave this alone. It's because when it's black people, just go at black people. Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And now you can't tweet.
Now you can. And the thing is that, you know, with the article, while I agree with Letitia of like, don't put me in here with people who are over here doing sexual, that are sexual predators. He could have stood 10 toes down and been like, I'm not doing a barometer of what's worse or what's bad. I'm just calling out the things that people have done, right?
Yep.
He could have stood 10 toes down. He would have received some heat. But to then make light of someone who has had atrocious behavior, you are now making yourself look real dumb. You added a whole nother spotlight to yourself that you didn't need to have.
You could have just sat there and ate your food.
Yeah. And ate your food.
And like, why would you just shut up?
Sometimes shutting up is harder. It's hard for people.
Or just be silent.
It is very, sometimes people are like, let me jump out there. And I'm sure that's hard on Twitter. I'm pretty sure that it's hard to just be silent. Yes.
It is.
You're like, let me add, I need something.
I gotta have something to say.
This is why I'm not good at Twitter. Because as much as I talk on this show, and as much as I talk to my husband, and I know he be wanting me to shut up, I ain't really gotta talk. I really don't. I really ain't got to talk. I really ain't. I don't think my opinion on the matter of anything is that needed to be heard. I don't. That's the reason why Twitter don't work for me, because I know it's a lot of opinion pieces or trying to get a joke off really quickly. Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Have you even been tweeting ever since you stopped watching The Bachelor?
I tweeted Churchy.
That was the last time? Mm-hmm. What was the time before that?
I don't know, friend. I go on there. I try to go on there like once every other week to heart anything someone sent me, retweet something, but actually originating a tweet? No. Let me do these couples challenges with my husband in the front yard.
He don't want to.
I don't understand why. It is so fun.
One day y'all gonna pull one off and they gonna be the one y'all tried to do yesterday. I was like, nah, Angel. That girl is 6 pounds.
Well, the problem is Marcus didn't want to get low enough.
And Marcus 6'5".
He's flexible though. I've seen the things he could do. He could have squatted lower, and we would have had that. We would have had that, John. We would have had it.
That John?
You heard me say it. We would have had that, and y'all would have been. Y'all would. Don't even look me in the eyes. I'm a gymnast.
I'm a gymnast.
Somebody sent me another one that's really gorgeous that I think we could halfway pull off.
Let me tell you what. Me and Melissa couldn't do the same challenge because although she's very small,
she's tiny.
I am not strong. And when I would have reached under to pull her, my shoulder would have come dislocated.
Now that I believe.
My shoulder would have been like, and now what you did for a TikTok. And now you can't drive.
Get your shoulder fixed.
My knee, hip, shoulder, the whole left side really.
Legs, hips, body, yaddy.
Yeah.
got problems all the way down.
But you working out. You about to be strong again.
Okay, so that video with me pulling that trainer, my back hurt for 9 days after that.
Of course it did. You ain't done nothing like that since ever.
Why would I even do that?
Because you're trying to get in shape.
That trainer got you working out like you've been working out consistently for 5 years already. I don't know what he's doing.
My doggone ego, when he was like, pull, and I was like, you're standing on it.
Why are you on?
But you did that.
Why didn't you start with just the weights?
Why am I doing this? And then I looked at so he corrected my form, the second video that I posted. The pain came from the first video. When I tell you we flew to Oklahoma City the next
He
morning,
didn't do anything. He didn't leave the room for 3 days.
3 days, sat in that
said, "My
bed.
back
I'm
hurts."
talking about.
Kev said, my back hurts. Greg goes, is it sore or is it pain? Kev's like, I don't know the difference.
I lost 9 days of working out for a 30-second Instagram.
Let me tell you, friend. I can't say exactly what I was doing, but I was doing some stuff that I haven't done in a long time, and I was going hard in the paint because that's who I am. Then the weekend came, and I was like, I don't know if I'm sick because I don't know if this is soreness or body aches. I didn't know if I had the flu or if I think it was both. I think I had the flu, and my body was hurting so bad from being so overzealous and doing some stuff that I haven't done in forever, and especially not on this 42-year-old body. I was like, Marcus, I was looking it up on Google. I said, I think I might be sick, or my body is so sore that it feels like body aches. I get it. Our bodies aren't used to doing this mess, but it's worth it because we're going to be in the best shape of our life. Well, you will be. I'm not. I'm going to get surgery.
You really?
More than likely, eventually. Maybe next year this time. I'm just I'm over it.
Getting surgery is cutting in line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plastic surgery.
I want to cut in line.
Listen, people be like, when I was talking about getting lipo and all this and that, it was like, Kev, do the workout. What's the point of having money if I still have to do things the hard way?
I mean, I do still want to lose weight naturally, but then I'm going to fix it all up.
Surgery is natural. That man naturally cut and took that stuff out.
You know,
it's not supernatural.
I've looked at enough surgeries to know the people that lose a lot of the weight first look better, in my opinion. Let me not put judgment on either people's bodies than folk that they start off big and then just be trying to pull things in.
Mm-hmm.
If the body be like, now, ma'am, this is a lot that you took out. There should be stuff, but yeah, there should be stuff here.
Listen, people get plastic surge all the time. Mm-hmm. They get Invisalign and veneers. I wanted to get veneers for a minute. My dentist been asking me to get them, but then I saw the price. And I was like,
veneers are tummy tuck, nigga. They are expensive.
They done like professionally, like not on Instagram.
It's 4 set of titties. I know.
4?
Yeah, it's about 3. 3 sets. It's expensive.
No, that's why Cardi B said I got a bag and fix my teeth.
Because you gotta have a big bag for teeth.
Listen, you could get your teeth fixed or a used Honda Civic. Actually, probably a new Honda Civic.
I'm gonna say you can get a new one souped up, like with bells and whistles. You can get what you call the wood grain in that thing.
Wood grain in the teeth.
Bows. I'm talking about in this Honda Civic. Yes.
It's like you put some
a
wood grain
Bose
on the
sound system in that Honda Civic.
left canine.
Man.
Yeah, $25K is not even like a lot of people spend over 30 for their veneers.
Oh, easy. He was like, depending on how many you want.
Yes.
Josh, you could get 30 to 50, depending on how many teeth you want and the level of dentist. If you want them blue lights, the ones who look like I'm talking about ping, 40 grand.
Tummy tuck.
Now I'm not saying
40.
they all are. I'm talking about the dentist I go to. I was like, tell me how much they are. And he showed me. I was like, I might as well just get a gold grill.
It's a lot.
Cover up these teeth with diamonds. They ain't gonna know the difference.
In the top of a line, tummy tuck with like where you don't look crazy and your belly button looks like a belly button.
And reattached.
Why
properly.
the belly buttons be messed up?
Let me tell you. So when you have something like my self-diastasis recti, that means your abdominal muscles are split from the top to the bottom this way.
From the kids?
When they sew it together, then you have all this extra skin that needs to go somewhere. So they yank all this skin down. They cut it off. Well, that means your belly button is like a tree trunk. It does not move. It is a stem that is connected back to your spine.
Got it.
So they have to then cut a new hole in the new skin for that stem to now reappear in.
You got an aesthetic belly button. Because your belly button is either gone or would be it'd be above your coochie.
So the hole where the belly button would be, is now below.
So it's a fake belly button? Or they take your belly button and stick it in?
So the stem doesn't move, so they have to now cut a new hole for the stem to poke out. So the stem is the little knot
Yeah, the little balloon.
Yeah, the little balloon. So the little balloon stays, but they have to make a hole to attach that balloon to.
Sometimes I wish we could still eat through the belly button so I don't get heartburn.
That would be great.
You wouldn't taste it.
I don't care.
You get heartburn? Do you?
Yeah, man, I'm almost 30, Kev. It's,
What,
it's over, man.
What food gives you heartburn?
Anything acidic?
Oh no.
Dang,
Like wine, I kind of just eat through the pain at this point, you know?
Yeah, you just like
White wine, red wine, the same?
You got to
It's
start
the
being
acidity.
preemptive and like taking like something to coat
Oh, we are just a bunch
before
of...
you drink.
I mean, this conversation is just... Judge Judy should be on in the background. What you got to do, you got to take something
Wait a
to
minute.
coat
Well,
that stuff.
I've been watching Judge Judy for the past couple of days because that's what my braider watches. So we've been watching. It has been great. Judge Judy is rude.
Judge Judy.
$20 million a year.
I know, and I would love to be as rude as her.
They still got that guy saying, Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
Yes. She'd be like, that's not what I asked you. It's a yes or no.
Why are you screaming at them folks?
All the time.
And you know what's funny about that? I be seeing comics and stuff on these shows. Roxy Hayes just posted one of these when she was on like the People's Court or something, one of those judge shows. I was like, you didn't do that thing. And she was like, yeah, I booked the role. Like, what? I thought these was people. They're like, no, these are
TV.
Small actors.
And one of my friends is executive producer for, what's the black man's name?
Judge Joe Brown.
Is there
Judge
another?
Mathis.
Mathis.
Get me on there. I want to do small claims.
I'll tell her.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. We will see you Patreon on Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Shout out to the United States. They lost in the World Cup. They were completely overmatched.
We got cooked.
They were.
Oh my God.
I was like, nigga,
they
y'all
were
are
playing.
not
Netherlands
good.
was playing with us. Like, yeah, go ahead and kick the ball for a little bit. We're just going to take it and then score and do it
was
over and over and over.
embarrassing. But they did the best they could. We love y'all. Patreon, we'll see y'all next week. And also next week, Patreon, we'll see you this Sunday, the 11th. Next week, at the end of that week, we're going to be off for the final 2 weeks for Christmas break. And then the first Monday in January. So our final public episode will air next Wednesday.
Oh, Jesus.
We're going to take a break. We're going to spend some time with our families, have sex.
What's that?
Have sex. People,
don't do that.
everybody has sex.
I don't know what
No,
that
you
is.
don't.
Everybody in this office does.
Is it biblical?
Well, the Boaz had head thing.
Yeah.
That lady said she'd be willing to talk more about that, but I was like, nope. Theological Thursdays is over. Now I'm finna have them saints coming over here mad at me.
I
do it on the bonus.
told
on
Joy,
the
Deborah
bonus.
Joy, I said, we were talking about you on the podcast. She said, oh, dear God. I was like, it wasn't bad things. Just
Yeah,
about
the
getting
lady
head.
Levon, she DM'd me because I follow her. She's like, don't you be having them saints come over here fussing at me, Kevin, because I talked about Boaz getting head during Christmas. I mean, not during Christmas.
Doing Thanksgiving.
Anyway, we love y'all. Bald and Beautiful, we'll be shooting that live in a second if you're on Patreon. If not, see you soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
They said Josh the only virgin. They don't know you, Josh.
Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one, yeah. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another one, yeah. Here's another banger for ya. Here's another banger for ya. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.